Hello and welcome, my fellow outlaws, to Red Hood Reviews. Today I'll be showing you how to draw a ladybug. Let's begin. So we're going to start with an oval here, working for the hips. I'm sorry about my camera. It's not big enough to cover the whole paper, but we're going to start with an oval for the hips here. I don't know why, it's just the way I have found works best for me. This will put into place the guide for the hips that we're putting in right now, which is going to look pretty nice. And we're going to try to get this done in under an hour. So, here we go. This is looking pretty nice so far. Of course, I'm going to have to come back in here and fix it. This is the base sketch. I am using a Tombow H6 pencil. It works very well for the light sketches. Now, let's try and just tighten everything up here. We're putting in our legs right now, just because the person's got to have legs. So we're putting in our legs coming off of our little hips area, and it's looking kind of good. Could look better, but this is what we're doing right now. Sorry about the camera. I was drawing off camera for a second there, but that's okay. I think you guys see what I'm doing here. So now I'm just tightening up this shape here just to make it look more realistic. Now we're going to start making the area where the belly is a little bit. I'm not sure. Yeah, we're going to do that. So now let's put in the top so we know if we were putting a belt on where the belt's going to go. Now we're just putting where the bone placement is and how the muscles are going to work. Now I'm going to put a defining center line so I know exactly how the shape of the body goes. Now let's go ahead and put our oval in to work as our chest. So this is, now we can finish this shape, kind of making the ribs coming off of that. Kind of make it look a little bit like an hourglass when you're drawing female torsos. Now we're going to add in some circles for our shoulders. Now a little line so we know where the top of our shoulder line is. Now these circles here are for the elbows, and now we're just going to draw little lines that are going to connect the elbow to the shoulder. Now we're going to put the hand, and we're going to connect the hand to the elbow with some kind of curvy lines to make it look like we've got a forearm there. And this is the light sketch right now, so don't really worry about making it too good. This is just what you're doing first. So now we're adding the other circle for the arm, so we know where the bicep and the tricep and all that'll be. And we're going to make this arm going upwards, because, I don't know, just because. Now we're going to draw the hand in. Let's come off of here, make this look more like a fist. So far, this is like the base sketch of what we got. We're gonna now show you how to add the breasts in. It's just a technique I've learned, especially if it's like this. You can just put a wrinkle beneath it, which you'll see in a second, and it'll bring it all together and make it look kind of cool. Instead of having to do all the extra work, this just cuts that work in half. We're just going to tighten up the sketch here. Now we're going to start making the head. We're going to start with a circle, and then we're going to put a little line about a little bit beneath that circle to mark where our chin is. Now we're going to come out and then straight up with this line, leading right into that part of the head. And then you kind of basically already have where your eye line's going to be with the rest of that circle. So we can kind of just put a straight line moving up so we know where the center of our face goes. Let's just tighten up that line. Make the chin look a little bit nicer on this. Now let's go up towards the head, just adding in our neck. Make sure it looks good with the shoulders. It does looks good with the shoulders, so now we don't have to worry about that right now. Let's just make the shoulders look good. Hey, the shoulders are looking fine. So now we're going to work on the legs a little bit more, just to really define what's going on everywhere. Making it look more like a human body. So we're going to go up into the ribs area here and make it kind of poof out a little bit. And come in more at the stomach area. I'm just working on the hard sketch right now, making sure everything looks good so we can just start to add in the smaller details. Yeah, I kind of messed up on that, so I had to come in and fix it. Now it looks much better. So now we're just adding in the shape and curvature of the body right here so you can really see what's going on. Now we're going to work on the face a little bit, adding a mouth, a nose. We're going to give it a mask since we're drawing ladybug. We can add the eyes in a little bit later, but currently we're working on the mask. Here goes the eyes. They look okay. Not too bad. Now we're going going to add the hair. So you got to make sure you got both of her, I don't know what you'd call little ponytails sticking off the side. You got to make sure you have that band that keeps her ponytails together. Let's put the other one in over here. It's looking kind of nice. Start on the hair now. Then we're going to go for the top of the hair. We're going to come a little bit off the head for this so you know that it's hair. And this is looking kind of good. I think I'm doing a good job. So I'm just working on the hard sketch right now. The little things that come off her ears. Because you got to add those for her hair. Now we're adding some stripes so you know where the hair is for when you go to ink. We don't need that line down the center. So now we're going to come in and we're going to slim these arms down, make them look a little bit more real. Fix the neck here because it's looking a little bit off. Let's fix these shoulders. They're a little bit too broad for Ladybug. She's not known to be the most wide shouldered person in all of comics. She's not very strong. So we're just going to fix that. Not comics, superheroes, my bad. So now we're going to fix these shoulders. Erase what we don't need. Then we're going to just tighten up the sketch here. Make it look nice. Then we're going to work on the arm a little bit. We're just going to try and make this sketch look a little bit more defined till we ink it, because we don't want to mess up our inking. So yeah, I'm just adding this little thing coming off the top of her hair. I don't know. My camera did cut out, and I don't know why, so I'm able to get it back up and running. And so I'm just going to show you, we did already put the circles on. That didn't take me too long. But now we're going to add the shading with our pencil before we add it with the ink. So yeah, we're just currently adding all the shadows that we need to add that are going to be strong blacks. Now, I know some of you are going to be like, why are you saying this? But I don't like adding hatching lines to my stuff. I don't think it looks the best. So I like to do most of my drawings in just strong blacks. It's just my opinion. I think it looks better. Yeah, we're just going along. It's looking pretty good, actually. A little bit surprised. Let's go to the other arm, get this one shaded. It's looking nice. get this put in here so we know where that is. Hey guys, we're currently about halfway through. So right now we're about halfway done with the picture. It's looking pretty good. So next up is we're going to start adding a little bit more muscle definition here. Making it look good. So now we're going to work on this a little bit. It's actually looking pretty good. So let's make sure all your muscle definition looks good. Let's make sure that it's all in place and looking like it's good. I don't know. Hard sketch. Now we're going to work on the inking. So let's start with that. We're using a Sharpie for this. I like Sharpie. I know a lot of artists don't like Sharpie, but I think they're pretty nice. So we're just going to fill in all these areas with Sharpie. And we're only about 16 and a half minutes in right now. We're doing pretty good. I think we might just get this done in under an hour. But so now we're going to just put in all these strong blacks with this. Make it look pretty nice. Let's move over here, get this shadow done. Let's move up here, get this one taken care of. So when we're doing this, working on the inking process, you got to be careful because not like a pencil, you can just erase it. So you really got to make sure you're steady in your movements and everything's the way you want it because you're not going to get a second chance. But we're going to move up here now. We're going to start inking in these circled dots on our costume. By the way, this is my first how-to video I've done. I've done other videos of me just drawing. This is my first how-to, and tell me what you think about it. You guys can still enter my art contest. It's not too late. It is going to be on the 18th of August. So you guys can go and enter. The way to do that is you have to draw either the Martian Mercenary or the Plutonian Cavalier. You go ahead and send me your submission via email. It's redhoodreviews@yahoo.com, and that's how you enter. So hopefully I get some entries because currently I'm at 0, and I would really like to get some entries into this. The winner gets a free piece of digital art drawn by me, any superhero that you want, but nothing improper, I'm not doing that. But this is looking good, so let's get back to the picture. So now we're going to start inking in all these areas down here on the legs, getting them looking good, sharpening up all of this so we know where the shadows go. Let's just finish these strong blacks up. I can't believe 19 minutes has already went by. I'm having a blast with you guys. So now we're going to start filling in these polka dots. Or whatever she wants to call them, but I call them polka dots because that's what they are. And hey, let me know if I should digitalize this or not. I think it look pretty cool, but you guys let me know in the live chat or the comments, depending on where you're leaving it, if I should digitalize this, because I think I should. Currently, I'm just going to color it in with pencils and markers and stuff like that, but let me know if you guys want to see a digital version. I'll probably be able to add a background and everything. So yeah, now we're just filling in all these dots, like I said. It's going to take a minute. Let's grab the bigger Sharpie. Get this done a little bit faster. Yeah, I think the big Sharpie was the right call for this picture. Now let's go over and grab the fine liner to work on the hand. Wrong one. There we go. And just so you guys don't know, I'm not sponsored by Sharpie or anything like that. It's just I like them. So now let's ink in the rest of this hand real quick. Then we're going to move on to the face. Just fill that little area with some black, make it look nice. That looks good. Let's move on to the face. We're going to work on the chin. Get that all nice and inked in. Let's work on the small details with the fine liner. I didn't use the other Sharpies for most of it, but like the fine liners, I even have other brand of fine liners to get the really small facial details. I won't need it on this, but I think it's coming out okay so far. Let's just make sure I don't mess up the hair. Well, I don't think I messed it up. Let's make these ponytails or whatever on the side. Let's add that little piece up there. Let's come over here, add these. Just add this other band or whatever, the red thing. Okay, it's looking good. Let's move on to the actual facial details. Looks pretty nice. Let's add those lines I was talking about for the hair. It'll come in handy later when it comes to coloring. I've actually had people say they really like the way I draw hair. I don't know. That's just what people have said. I don't actually think I do that good of a job on hair. Let me know what you think. Let's see. I think I'm almost done inking. I forgot this. There we go. Now let's color it in. Start with this. Where all the light areas are. Let's just put this on there. I am using Crayola Super Tips, if you wanted to know. They work pretty nice. Let's grab my red here. Let's just keep filling it in. Getting it looking nice. Let's go around this pink. Let's go up here. Let's just color it in. Let's move over here. Oh, I kidding. I don't actually care about the pink. I'm just going to shade that in with pencils. Let's just get it fully colored. There we go. Now it's looking nice. Yeah, I'll just come in and add the light and the shading with the pencils later. That'll look good. Looking good. Let's move on to the arm. Shoulder. We're moving along pretty good. 27 minutes. Now let's get the blue out and let's just put a base tone down for her hair. Something we can work with the pencils. Light blue. There we go. It's looking kind of like ladybug now. My camera cut out, so now that everything's colored in, so now let's start working on the hair. Like I said, my hair is a hit or miss. I don't really think it's the best hair ever, but some people really like it. You let me know what you think. So yeah, when you're trying to draw hair, make sure that there's a shiny part and a darker part of the hair. It can't all be one solid color, or else it just isn't going to look right. So now that our hair is done, let's move on to shading the costume. We're going to start with the black. Just to kind of bring some life to it, we're going to draw along the edge of the black to make it look more rounded and alive. So yeah, currently I'm just going over with the black, making sure it all looks nice and rounded and shaded properly. The way I like to shade is it all just depends on the way I'm feeling, but currently we're going to, we're just going to use white. The white looks better. So now we're just going to add in the light hitting her suit, which makes it look pretty cool. Now, yes, I do know how to use watercolor pencils. You take a piece of water and a brush to do all that. I just don't like the way that looks. And for my style of drawing, I prefer this way. Now, I've been drawing all my life, but I've only really started trying to learn how to draw maybe a year and a half ago, and I'm already this good. So if you guys want to really put your mind to it, you can learn just about anything in a short amount of time. You just really gotta learn exactly what you're trying to learn. So if you're trying to learn how to draw an arm, look up how to draw an arm. If you're starting with a face, look up how to draw a face. It's just what you gotta do. And it works pretty nice, because now I can draw this good, and I never thought I'd be able to draw this good. Clearly not the best artist in the world, but I'm doing okay. Now we're going to come in here with some pencils and just make the face look good. That's too light of a color. Let's come in here with a slightly darker color. This one looks good. There we go, that's looking better. And I think we're done with the picture. Yep. Tell me what you guys think, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.